Maybe that's what. Yeah, the broadcast is
Oh,
live.
yay!
Oh my god, the two newbies
Yes.
have hopefully figured it out. I don't know.
Uh-huh. So this is our first live show, so we're a little bit like we don't really know how everything works, but
We're nervous. My armpits are. I wanted to say moist, but that's even worse.
no, it's just very warm in here.
Yeah, I'm also holding a cup of tea, so.
Oh yeah. Well, my room is super hot because I live on the south and our student house is not well insulated.
Yeah.
So we have like single windows. Is that what it's
Oh,
called in
yeah,
English?
with the
So
glass.
it's not insulated. So whenever the sun hits my room, it just turns into a sauna. So outside
Ooh,
it's very cold, but in my room it's like super hot.
you're dying. You're
Yeah.
getting cremated. Oh my god. I don't know if people are saying anything in the chat because maybe. Oh
Can
wait,
you see the chat?
Oh, now I can see the live comments. I was on the private chat.
Yay!
Oh
People are
my god.
saying what they're reading.
Yes,
I
this
think
is
I
so
can.
cool.
Yay! That's cool.
If
I
you
see some people that I know. Hi,
oh yeah.
Elena. Hi, Saskia.
Hello, hello,
People
hello.
are
If
rereading the Hunger Games. That's really
oh,
cool.
oh, are you like showing the comments right now,
Yeah.
like them or something?
I can show.
Guys, I'm a
Ooh, the
newbie.
wind has away.
Hi.
I feel you.
If you guys have any of like any questions for us,
I
let them know. We are here to answer them.
Yeah. So ask some questions for now, and then in a few minutes we're gonna start like a reading sprint. Oh, Shanice is here.
Hi,
Hi.
Shanice.
Oh, here someone's reading Six of Crows, just like you.
Honey, me too. I have it here with me. Oh, by the way, I'm also vlogging this experience, so I should probably
Same.
let some people know for the future that we are doing a
Yep.
live show. Do
Yep. I
audiobooks?
also have my camera over here.
Someone is asking, do audiobooks count as books read in this readathon? Of course, every book,
Yes,
like, whatever,
definitely. I
it all
am
counts.
currently listening to The Vanishing Stair by Maureen Johnson, the
Mm.
second in the Truly Devious. I saw some people in the chat were also reading Truly Devious, so that's really cool.
Right? Oh, they're so good. I'm so excited that you're reading them because they are my babies. I still need to read the third book, but I've probably forgotten so many of the details again. So I need to
Yeah.
find a good recap to get my mind, how do you say that? To just soak in all the details and then I can read the last book. But
Very
ooh,
excited. But yeah, I'm just listening to audiobooks when I'm cooking or like doing the dishes or doing groceries, so I can still read,
yeah,
but also do other things that need to be done.
multitasking. That's what it's called.
hmm
Oh,
Oh,
that's
there's
reading
someone's called
radio.
Leonie. Hi.
Hi, Leonie. Plus radio silence. Mm.
That's so cool.
Have
I
you
think,
read
wait,
Radio
I
Silence?
totally missed the questions. People were asking questions. Oh, the book mermaid asks, what two authors would you want to write a book together? That's such a good question.
No. First I was like, would I want to write a book with? I that's not my thing, but I get it. Two
hmm
authors for a crossover. Wouldn't it be interesting if you would pick just two completely different authors, like one who writes contemporaries and then one who writes fantasy?
Whoa, that
Like
would be
that could
cool.
be. How would they do that?
I don't know. Like, I
Mhm.
would probably read something from if V. Schwab did a book together with Neil Gaiman, because Neil Gaiman is like her idol in
Yeah,
writing, and I think that would work really well because they have very similar styles.
yeah. I thought like V. Schwab popped into my head as well, but I don't really know anyone who I could compare
Yeah,
her with. Plus, I've only read one Neil Gaiman book, and I really
same.
disliked that one.
Which one did you read?
The Ocean at the End of the Lane.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I read it 3 years ago, so I was a bit younger then, but I still don't think I would enjoy it. But,
Yeah. Oh, I know. I would love if Lee Bardugo wrote a book with Naomi Novik, because I think that would work so well.
oh my gosh, I'm so bad. I've only read one book by Lee Bardugo before.
That's
Oh,
okay. I'm
oh my
also
god,
just
me
naming
too.
two of my favorite authors.
Rachel is here as well. Hi, Rachel.
Hi. Wait. Oh my God. I'm so behind on the on the chat.
Me too. Whoa, how about
Oh,
Stephen King and
hello.
John Green? Yep, that's also that would be strange. Stephen King
Oh,
and John
Michelle's here
Green.
too. Hello.
Really? Wait, oh yeah, I see Michelle. Hi.
Oh, here's someone's asking about starting a booktube channel to ramble about our favorite books, but I'm nervous. Do you have any advice? I mean, I understand the nervousness around speaking English when it's
Yeah.
not your native language.
Mhm.
But the great thing is that you can edit, so you can make all the mistakes you want and then edit it all out.
Yeah, that's the thing. Plus, what I always do is I still don't know how to pronounce certain words. I always say it in my video as well, like, well, it's not my native language, so don't come for
Yeah.
me. I think that
Hmm.
people are very tolerant when it comes to just um non how do you again right now I'm having struggles like people whose first language is not English. I think just do your best and people will appreciate it no matter what, and the the nerves will soothe and just you will calm down after you've made a couple of videos. If I look back
Yeah.
at my first video, I see just a completely different person in that video. My voice is much lower and I'm trying to do some kind of persona, trying to have some kind of personality, but um, now I'm just being me, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, you get more natural with it over time and
Mhm.
it gets better. Like if I watch my old videos, I'm just cringing so hard I
Yeah,
can't watch it. It's but like it gets better over time. So I highly recommend to just start because
yeah,
you'll learn.
yeah,
And
just do
someone's
it.
asking if fan fiction is valid. Honestly, I think it is. I mean, it doesn't count towards your Goodreads goal, but it doesn't. I always do this. It's
I
terrible.
love
It's
it. I don't know why. It gives off some kind of like, I don't care, just you do
yeah.
you kind of vibe, and I relate. Oh my
But
god,
yeah, read whatever you want.
people from the US are joining as well, which is just mind blowing to me. I don't. Wow, sorry. um,
Let's just look at the chat.
oh yeah, maybe give an update on what we are reading because
Oh yeah,
someone
that's a
is
good idea.
saying I'm reading a sci-fi fiction probably sci-fi and I'm loving it so far. How about you guys, Leonie?
Yes. Well, I am reading The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. It's like an 800-page book, and I'm right now I'm on page 130, which means that so far today I've read 100 books,
Oh my god,
100
I wish.
pages. I've read 100 pages so far, so
Wow.
I'm doing okay. Like my goal is to read 400 pages today, so yeah. I just want
I'm
to get like halfway through this, but it's really good. Like, oh, I just hit myself.
relatable. Relatable.
I'm really loving this, but it's very difficult to get through the beginning because it's so complex and there are like 8 different countries and there's 16 pages of character list at the end of the book. It's
Mhm.
ridiculous, but I'm really loving it. And all the countries are like based on different real life countries. Like some countries are clearly like Japan or China, and I think there's a country that's based on the Netherlands because there are people like one of the love interests is called Jan.
I mean, come on. If that is not the most Dutch name,
Yeah, and it's
then
so weird because it's such a non-fantasy name for me. Like it would be as if a character would be called Bob, you know? That would be like the English equivalent. It's so weird.
Bob from the mystical land of blah blah blah. It
Yeah,
just doesn't fit.
indeed. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And what are
Yeah.
you reading?
Well, people, you guys are going to be so proud of me. Like the whole book community is going to be like, "Yes, girl, finally." I'm reading Sick for Crow.
Yes.
Oh my
Oh, I'm
god.
so happy that you're
Um,
reading this.
yes, me too. Like Leonie and I, we talked about this yesterday. We are such, in comparison to the book other people in the book community, we are such like casual readers. I mean, some people are trying to read 3 books today. My goal is to read 200 pages.
Nice.
So I think I'm gonna be able to do it because I've read about 50 pages until so far. So, yeah, I mean, loving it. I hated that I waited to read this book for so long because all of the characters are already like precious to me.
Mhm.
I mean,
Who's your
someone,
favorite?
yeah, okay, so my favorite, I think every single one of them has their own amazing qualities until so far, so I love them all. But the one who charms me the most, and I think that doesn't come as a surprise, is Jasper. Like, he is
Mhm.
so charming and quirky, and I think I'm the most like loving him right now. Plus, when I see this drawing of him in the book,
Uh-huh.
I
It's
mean,
so pretty.
come on,
Uh-huh. And
he's
he's
gorgeous.
like really cool with his guns and stuff.
Mhm, mhm. So yeah, that's my
This is the
current
right reaction.
6 of Crows.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
so funny because when I started reading Six of Crows, I think Jasper was like my first favorite as well.
yeah.
And for some reason, like while reading the entire duology, my favorites kind of shifted. But
Mm.
Jasper is like he's so cool.
Yeah, but Dina is also, yeah, I love her. And I think, oh no, I'm not going to say anything because it might be a little bit of
Yeah,
spoiler.
no
Yeah.
spoilers. No spoilers. I
Sorry.
love that so many people in the chat are like from everywhere over the world. Like I saw like Germany and Norway and Algeria. That's so cool.
This is so cool. Guys, you are making me, and I'm pretty sure Lainey, so happy just seeing all of these people joining us. And
Mhm.
oh, by the
Yeah.
way, I have one question about Six of Crows. So either you and people in the comments can help me.
Mhm.
Catterdam and like Kirch, it's inspired by the Netherlands, right? Like
Yeah.
all of these names, you have the Geldstraat, which basically
Uh-huh.
translates to Money Street. You have again Jan, Peter. It's just,
Yeah.
I
Joost.
mean, yeah, Joost, or people from English countries would say Joost,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah, right? It's
Yes. Yeah, it's really
inspired
funny.
by
At one point they eat Hutspot.
really? Oh
Yeah.
my god, I hate Hutspot. Ugh.
Really? Oh, I like it.
No, mashed potatoes and
It's the
vegetables
Dutch
is
dish.
not my thing.
Yeah, it's really fun to read how it's like inspired by the Netherlands or mostly Amsterdam and like the golden age.
Yeah, true, true, true.
Hmm.
Oh my god, can you pin? Oh
Oh,
yeah,
this is my housemate. Hi.
really? She's
She's
sitting
behind
next
me
to
as
you.
well.
The question from Kalir, I don't know. If you could choose a book character from any books
Where?
to, it's like
Oh yeah.
two people down. Yeah, if you could choose a book character from any books to spend the quarantine with, who would you choose? I mean,
Oh my gosh.
appropriate right now.
That's so
um,
difficult because all of my like favorite characters are not necessarily good people, you know? I
but
just
I mean,
think they're like very interesting, but I don't want to spend a quarantine with Kaz Brecker,
no, no,
right?
no. You would be like
No.
staring at you very judgmentally and like with a cold look from his eyes, and you're like,
You
"Hi."
you would be like if we run out of food, he would probably just eat me.
Yeah. Oh my god, I would be so intimidated by him. Um,
I'm looking at my bookshelves.
well, I guess
Um
one of them I could say until so far, um, is a lad from Radio Silence. He
mm,
makes a podcast and he can play the guitar. So I would just be making podcast episodes like all day. Plus the episodes of this podcast are around the apocalypse. So something is clicking in my mind right now.
whoa.
It's so well, but um, I think he's also very shy and just a very caring person. So that you could both kind of calm each other's nerves during this quarantine, I guess.
Uh-huh. Yeah, also here in the Priory of the Orange Tree there's a plague.
Mm.
So it's like, okay. Not really what I want to read about right now, but sure.
Yeah. I don't get it. Well, okay. I personally would not be able to read an apocalyptic book right now, while some people are living for that shit at the moment.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
I need a
Yeah.
distraction, people.
Uh-huh. I think your sister's here.
Yeah, true. Hi, by the way. Probably coming upstairs in a bit after this live show, being like, "Hi, oh my god, I saw you."
Mhm. Oh, Elena is asking me, would you consider reading the Royals #2 so you can make another rant video? I don't
I
know
mean,
if I want to do that to myself. I did
no, but
really
we are
I
here for the
loved making that video. For those of you who don't know, I read Paper Princess, which is the first one in the Royals, and I really didn't like it. I thought it was very like problematic and stuff, and just not a good example for girls. And I made like a whole rant video about it, but I don't know if I want to do myself, do that to myself to read another book. And
butchering.
I did get a lot of, like, most of the comments are very positive, and a lot of people really liked that video. But I also get comments from people that are like, well, why are you so mean? And then I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
It's my opinion. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm a little hesitant about that. But I'm
yeah,
really glad people enjoyed that video.
yeah. It's so funny. I mean, people really like other people's, ranting.
Oh, I love rant videos.
Yeah, it's true. But
Yep.
unfortunately, kind of, you always have to give like a warning beforehand to be like, people, this is my opinion. Just making a little bit of fun.
Uh-huh.
Handle it, please.
Yep. Okay, so there's 100 people watching this.
I didn't even know this is, and now I'm even more nervous.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
104 right now.
Keep me
Yeah.
updated. I cannot see how many people there are. Maybe that's the best for my mental health right now.
Yeah. So
Um,
maybe we should go what we are planning to do here, and that is do some reading.
well, I see one question that I think is
Oh,
nice to answer before the reading sprint.
okay.
Secret?
Yeah.
Yes, that one. Do you two know each other from real life, or did you meet through BookTube?
We
Well,
met through BookTube.
yeah, like I
Yeah.
have known about Leonie for 4 or 5 years. I've been on BookTube for 5,
Mm-hmm.
and shortly after that, I've known about your channel. We have been into like WhatsApp groups before. You have met other Dutch BookTube people
Mm-hmm.
a couple years ago. I couldn't come to the meetups, but we
Yeah.
recently met for the first time like 2 months ago.
Yep. Yeah, that's so weird.
It
So
is,
yeah, we
but
met through BookTube.
yeah, and I
And
said
so we
to
planned on actually meeting up
you did,
last week, but
yeah,
that didn't, we couldn't
mm-mm.
do that. So because of that, we are now doing this reading party.
Yes, and it's so funny because yesterday I said to Leonie as well, it felt when I met you like one month ago, like I knew you for so
Yeah.
long already. But that's
Mhm.
really nice.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
Yeah, great question.
yes. Okay, so now let's do a reading sprint.
Hmm.
Shall we read until 35? So, well, it's probably like a different time zone for many people who are watching right now, but we're
Yeah,
gonna read right now here. It's a 1:15 in the afternoon.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so yeah, show us in the chat what time it is at your place if it's like a different time. But we're gonna be reading for, I think, like
Like,
15 minutes. We're gonna do a 15-minute sprint.
yeah, I won't be looking at my laptop then. So if any of you guys are asking a question, I'm gonna ignore it.
Yeah, no, me neither. I'm gonna be stuck with my nose in this book.
You guys can see my
Okay.
beautiful like under chin situation.
Yep. Okay. Ooh, whoa. It's
6:20.
whoa. That's so early.
Oh, thank you for waking up with us.
Yeah.
Oh
So cool.
my
Okay, so let's get some reading done,
yeah,
and
I'm
then
gonna.
we can continue and have a little chat. Okay.
Yes,
Your couch looks super comfy.
it is. It is. But sometimes I'm stuck in the same position for too long, and then I'm like, just. It's not a charming way to read, so
Okay,
good luck.
let's read. See you in 15.
Yes.
I need to plug in my laptop.
I thought I heard something. I was like, what was
Okay, that
you
was
got it?
15 minutes.
Yeah,
Hmm?
did you get a charger?
Yep,
Oh my god,
I
at the
did.
beginning, I couldn't concentrate like at all. I
So,
was
how
like,
many pages did you read?
I read, let's have a look, 8 pages.
That's fine.
It's okay. It's okay,
I
especially for when a live show is still going on.
uh-huh. And you have quite large pages, right?
I think they're pretty. Wait, I'll show you. I think they're pretty okay. Especially the font is also. I think it's just kind of like a regular page, I guess.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah.
It's
Let us
fine.
know in the chat how many pages you read.
Yes.
I read 13 actually, so that went pretty well.
I'm just like seventh crow. He or she, I don't know, said I only read 9 pages, but I'm a slow reader. I can
Hmm.
100% relate. But
Yeah,
every single page counts, so it's all
indeed, you can be proud of yourself for everything you read.
yeah, yeah. I don't know if people said anything during the time that we were reading. I don't think so.
Hmm. Oh, I can see Saskia said your book matches your top. Indeed, I was literally just vlogging, and I also noticed that it matches my top. So that's really great.
Was that on purpose?
No, it wasn't. I'm actually like almost out of clothes because I've been here for such a long time, and a lot of my clothes are at my parents' house.
Yeah, well, a tip to you, just wear your bathrobe and your pajamas, just like me. Then you'll be fine. Um,
Mhm.
whoa, someone read 20 pages. 2 people, actually.
Whoa,
Holy crap.
that's really good.
25? This is
Michelle
insane.
Avers asks how we feel about translated works. I actually read quite a lot of translated books because I like to go to the library, and the
Mm,
library mostly has Dutch translated works, and
yeah.
I'm fine with it, but I just hate it when it's a bad translation. Sometimes I
Oh,
read a book and you can read the original English sentence in it. You can
yeah.
kind of see like, oh, that's what was there, and it was translated into this, and it doesn't sound very good.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm
But
also like, why did they translate it like that? Sometimes I'm in my head, also on TV, like you hear it in English and then you see the
yeah,
subtitles, and I'm like, that is completely not what they are saying. But they have to kind of take everything in context, I think, and then they make something out of it, I guess. That's kind of the same in our language.
yeah.
So,
Whoa, Irina read 25 pages?
yeah, that's insane.
How? Damn.
But overall, how I feel about translated works, well, I don't go to the library. I don't have like a subscription to it, like because you do have to have a how do you say that kind of a subscription to it,
Yeah,
right?
subscription. Yeah.
But I only read translated works if and that doesn't happen very often at all, if like a Dutch publishing company sends me a translated work, then I'm like totally up for it. Am I
Yeah.
correct like in the live show? Because sometimes I see my screen kind of turning black and coming up
What?
again. I don't know.
That's
Yeah,
I don't
can you
think
just see
that's
me
supposed
still?
to happen.
Oh, it happened to you right now as well. I don't know if people in the live show can see me correctly, but
I can see you just all the time. I don't
oh,
see anything happening, so. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check my Wi-Fi for just to be sure. But I think it's doing okay. Yeah. Okay,
Someone
I'm gonna
asks,
leave
are
it.
libraries free in the Netherlands? No. I don't know. Are they in other countries? Like you have to
I thought
pay.
that they were. I thought that they were like free up until you were 18, but is
Oh
that?
yeah. They're cheap up until you're 18, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's very cheap if you're a student. But the thing is, it differs from city to city. So
Hmm.
I only have to pay 10 euros a year for my subscription.
Whoa,
So
that's
that's
good.
super cheap. Yep. That's because I'm a student and because I'm just lucky that I'm with a library that's so cheap, apparently. Oh,
Hmm,
libraries are free in Denmark. That's cool.
that's
I
awesome.
would like
Oh, and
that.
In Australia as well.
Oh, and in
Okay.
Norway.
Okay,
Dang.
so many
Always the
countries.
Scandinavian countries with really great free things.
Oh, I wish, man. I
Yeah.
wish.
Whoa. Free in the
So
UK?
many.
Are they just free in Russia and Italy? Oh wow, are we
And
like
like
one of the only
everywhere.
countries where it's not free?
Oh
What
my
the
god,
heck?
no, I totally know that my mom, she goes to the library and she definitely needs to pay sometimes for the book
Mm-hmm.
that she is, how do you say that? Loaning? Borrowing? Is that
Borrowing,
maybe the
yeah.
better word? Loaning? That's so much.
Taking a leash on a book.
Yeah. Uh,
I'm gonna
oh
film
my
a little
god.
bit for the vlog.
Yeah, I need to do that as well. Hi, hi.
Whoa, this is like vlogception.
Yeah, wait, I need to vlog it too. How many
This
people
is
are
so
watching
stupid.
right now? Can you see how many people are watching right now, Leonie?
Yeah, 98. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna vlog, so Inception again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, look who I'm with. The rest of the internet and Leonie, wait, I'm gonna zoom in on your face. Ta-da!
Yeah.
And the people. There he goes. Oh my god. Okay, where is? I don't know where I put all of my stuff. Oh.
Yeah.
Woo in the vlog, yes, in the vlog.
Yes. All making a cameo.
Yes. So, what are your plans for today, Leonie? What are you gonna do after this live show?
Read.
Yeah.
I don't really have any plans for now. I'm just
No,
gonna read and um I don't have
read.
any plans. I mean, I just finished my video every day, so I don't even have to make a video.
Guys, if you haven't seen her, like, how do you say that? Her, like, marathon video idea thing, it is so good. Check out all of
Thank
her
you.
videos. So entertaining. So
Thank
good.
you. And yeah, I'm vlogging today, so I'm just gonna be doing that and doing the editing for that. I think a little bit. I don't know,
Yeah.
do you have plans?
Well, I'm gonna go for a walk after this because literally there are no clouds in the sky. So
Yeah,
it's the
it's
sun is
so pretty.
shining. It is so beautiful. So I'm gonna have a walk for like 45 minutes or something because gotta get in that movement.
That's a good idea. I might do that as well, actually, and then listen to my audiobook. But I also have
Walking
to
for
like do the
yeah.
dishes and stuff.
Mm, postponing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go on a walk with my mom. Social distancing still, people, but gonna go on a walk with my mom. So
Mhm.
yeah, and then I'm gonna read. Plus play Animal Crossing because like the rest of the world, I'm obsessed with Animal Crossing.
It's so funny that everyone's playing it right now. I think I'm gonna start playing. I have the one on the Nintendo, the
Yeah.
Animal Crossing New Leaf,
Mm,
and I'm
also
like not
good.
far into that at all. So I think, out of solidarity, I'm gonna play a little bit of that as well because I'm getting really excited for it now because everyone's talking about Animal Crossing.
But do you have like a Switch or?
No, it's on the Nintendo DS.
Mm,
No,
okay.
I don't have a
Yeah.
Switch.
Yeah, I remember playing New Leaf when I was a kid. So I wasn't planning on playing New Horizons, but I saw everyone talking about it, and I kind of like borrowed, aka stole, my boyfriend's Switch, and now I got the game and I'm playing it and I'm loving it. I don't know, especially during these times, it's very soothing, it's very calming. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's why I really love it. I see someone saying that they have to go to work. Good luck with that as well.
Yeah, good luck.
Yes. But yeah, and I should remember that I still actually have school. Like I have lectures to get caught up on, like just listen to and do my readings for. But
Mhm.
it all feels kind of strange right now. So hence why I am kind of forgetting that I actually also have uni still.
Yep, indeed. Now you have to self-discipline and really do everything yourself.
And that's really difficult when you have books around you and Animal Crossing and all of your uh like for you also your creative stuff like paint and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like
Oh,
that.
people are asking what you're studying.
This is so insane because
Oh, yeah.
we're
Well,
doing the same bachelor's degree, or like you have finished it. We have studied, you have studied
yeah,
biomedical sciences.
but
And
at
you're,
different universities.
yeah, you're doing it in Leiden, I'm doing it in Utrecht.
And I'm now
You,
doing my master's in Amsterdam.
oh yeah, I forgot
Yeah,
that. And the master's you're doing is.
neurobiology. Yeah, so it's a specialization of biomedical sciences based
Yeah.
on the brain. Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah. I'm in my third year, so usually people would be writing their, how do you say that in English? Scriptie, but then in English.
Thesis.
Yeah, their thesis, but I have how do you say that? I already am delaying in my studies, like I'm taking longer.
Mm-hmm.
So luckily right now, because everything is a shit show, so for me, it might not have any consequences. But I did find out during this year that I prefer social sciences more.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to finish the bachelor's degree in biomedical sciences, or at least try, and then I might study, like do the bachelor's of psychology after this.
Ooh.
I'm going to be a student for forever.
It's okay. Some people do like 8 years of studying. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I will probably be like 24, maybe 25, and then I might be done with studying, but I mean, I don't want to work already when I'm 21, so it's fine.
Yeah, that makes sense. Indeed. Okay, so someone asked, oh, there's someone else who also studied biomedical science in the Netherlands. That's so cool.
Ooh. Yeah, I've looked in Maastricht as well.
Hmm. Rosa Ann asked what the most recent book is that you guys bought. Well, for me, it's actually The Priory of the Orange Tree. So I recently bought it, so that's why I'm reading it. And I just received a package 2 days ago from Michelle from Books Michelle because we're doing like a little like book haul swap thing, just
Oh
like
my
you did
god.
with basically Brit. So
Yeah,
I got 2 books from her, but I'm not gonna say which ones they are because you have to wait for
I'm
the video.
oh my god, I'm
But I'm
so
really
excited.
excited about it. Like
Yeah.
really excited about these books.
Oh my god, when are you gonna upload the video? Because I'm pretty sure that most other people who are watching this live show are like, Leonie, tell us to us.
I don't know. I think it's gonna go up somewhere next week. I think it also depends on when Michelle gets her package and when she can
Oh,
upload
she
it.
still hasn't received it?
No.
Oh my god, it's still a mystery.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
I
really
love
want to know
doing
what
it.
she thinks of the books I sent her because I'm
It's
really
kind
curious.
of nerve-wracking, right? Like,
Hmm?
oh, I
What if
really
she doesn't like it? A poster just fell from poster just fell from my wall.
oh, I was like, what?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I really love doing that with Brit. So I want to do it with other booktubers. Wink, wink. In the future, but not like right now, because
No.
I literally bought 2 books yesterday evening or like this night.
Which
Oh,
ones?
I'm so bad. Okay, so I was like seeing all these tweets about, I think mainly people in America who, like, Amazon is not even sending out books anymore because it's not like essential, like essential goods and stuff like that. So I was like,
Oh.
honey, I'm currently reading this gem of a book, and I don't have the sequel, so I bought the sequel, also in the collector's
Good
edition.
decision.
Yeah, so hopefully it's coming in like 3 days. Plus, at the same time, I also bought Love Boat Taipei. I don't know the author's name anymore, but the synopsis sounded like something I've never heard of before.
I've never heard of it. What is it about?
Well, our main character, she's 18 years old, and her parents want to send her to like this educational camp where she's gonna study Mandarin. So her parents are thinking that she is gonna be sent into this group of high intellectual achieving people, but actually it is just people drinking and partying and completely not
Ooh.
what it should be. So um I don't know. It intrigued me. Plus, I think there's a lot of good Asian representation in that book. So, um, yeah, it intrigued me.
That sounds really cool. Nice.
Yeah. So those are the 2 books that I bought yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we actually said that we're only gonna do the live show until two. Well, until only 10 minutes left. But
Yeah.
I think I don't know if anyone like has somewhere to go. I don't. So I thought maybe we could just do another reading sprint and maybe have a little overtime. But I'm having a lot of fun, so I don't think that's a problem,
Yeah. Me too.
right?
Me too.
Okay. So let's do another 15-minute reading sprint now until
Yes.
5 past the hour. Um,
Yes.
and then we're just having a little last bit of a chat, and then it's done. But there's still another one
Yes.
this evening. So
Yes. So
okay.
excited.
Okay, so let's do another little reading sprint. So
Yes.
15
Good
minutes.
luck.
Get your books.
Ugh, my tea is cold. Oh.
Oh no.
Oops. I'm sorry, my laptop. I think even
That's
my laptop.
exactly at 50 minutes.
Yeah, I think my laptop is telling us something. Okay.
How
I
much
read.
did you guys read? Let us
Yeah.
know.
I think. How much did I read? Let's have a look. I read 11 pages, 12.
Nice. I also
Pretty.
read 12 pages.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, I'm loving Six of Crows. I cannot stress it enough.
Yeah, it's so good, right?
There was
I wish
one.
I could read it again for the first time.
Oh, yes, there was one. The characters were talking about Cass, and they asked a question about him. Like, wait, I'm trying to see if I can find it. Oh, Jasper asks, "Would it kill him to smile every once in a while?" I'm like, this is Cass in one sentence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm really having fun with this, but it's really weird because it's I think one one of the very few high fantasy non-young adult books that I'm reading.
Ooh,
You know,
yeah.
so it's like I'm constantly confused about the ages of the characters because it's not explicitly said, and I can't just assume that it's all they're all 16. Like one of the main characters is 27. And it's like, oh.
Okay.
And then there's this other character who I absolutely love. He's like a doctor of anatomy and he does like alchemy and things like that. And that's super cool.
Okay.
But he could be 60 years old. He could be like 25. I have no idea.
Oh
No
wow.
idea.
I always have with like high fantasies, and I mean, people. I mean, this is a high fantasy because it's not in our world, but I think yours is just a little step further. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I think, is that epic fantasy?
It could be. I have
I
absolutely
never really know.
me
Yeah,
neither,
because you
but
also have low fantasy, but I don't like. I think low fantasy is like the Kiss of Deception, where it's like it's a fantasy world, but there's not really any magic.
oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
easy to get into. Yeah, I always find with fantasy, the first like 100 pages are very crucial to get into the story, and once you're in it, it's
Yep.
difficult to let
I
go.
just passed that point for the Priory because it was just so much world building at the beginning, but now it's really like
It's getting
going.
good.
Yeah. And I'm
Nice.
right now I'm at page 155, so
Decent.
still a lot to go though, but
Yeah. But you're making a good dent in it already, so
yeah,
that's
that's my goal. So that
nice.
after this day, I don't want to stop reading, and that I just want to continue.
Yes, that's the goal.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so do you guys have any more questions or things that you want to talk about? Ooh.
Let us
After
know.
this, I'm just gonna make some lunch because I'm hungry.
Ooh, I baked some really good chocolate chip cookies
Oh
yesterday.
yeah, I saw it on your Insta. They looked
Mhm.
so good.
Honey, they are so good. Oh my god. Like literally, there was this whole baking technique with it. Like you had to drop them and then they would crackle and just be delicious. Yeah.
Oh, love that.
Hmm.
Mm. I really wish I had like a good oven here so I could bake, but I only have one of those like combination ovens with a
Oh,
microwave in it.
I think you can still make pretty good cookies with that one though.
Yeah, but I'd have to figure out a way to like make a makeshift baking sheet that's
Oh,
round.
yeah. Yeah, difficult. True, true.
hmm So Leonie asks if we break the spine. I like I don't really break the spine. Like this book, I read it kind of like this, so it
Yeah,
doesn't break. But the moment I get to
the
halfway, it's
middle.
probably going to break. So
Yeah.
I try to avoid it, but it's like never really happens.
I'm trying to have a look. I don't deliberately break my spines. The one of the last paperbacks that I read was Solitaire. I don't think you guys can see it. No, but there's
No.
like a little crack, but I do read my books like, okay, is this breaking the spine? I'm not
I
like
think what the moment like a little ridge appears, that's breaking the spine, right? So I do
yep.
have that, but I don't like fold it over. You know how some people just like fold over completely.
I know
I
that.
can't. I can't.
I know that Brit does it, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
I sometimes see it in her videos, and I'm like, oh.
well, I'm like, good that you can do that, and that
Yeah.
you. I mean, I like the idea of doing that. It gives character to a book, but I
Mhm.
personally, I just can't. I
Yeah,
can't.
I have nothing against other people who do that. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just
Whoa.
I can't do it.
There was only one example, but that was just madness. Someone who said that if they had this really big book, that they just cut it in half.
What?
Have you seen that? It was like on Twitter somewhere. There was this dude who had this gigantic book, and he was like, do other people do this too when they have like a really long book? I'm just gonna say something like 1,000 pages, and then he just cuts the book in half, and then he brings the half with him, and then the other half he leaves at home. I'm like,
That's
okay,
ridiculous.
that
Oh
is
my god. Elita asked me if I ended up finding toilet paper. If you follow me on Twitter, you know that at one point our house was out of toilet paper and all the supermarkets were also out of toilet paper because of
oh
all the
my
people who
gosh.
were hoarding it. And we were like,
No.
oh my gosh, we're on our last roll. But a few days ago, I went to the supermarket and I walked up to the aisle and I just saw that all the shelves were empty. And I was like, oh my gosh, no, oh my gosh, no. There was one left, and I got that one. And I
You
was
could
so
just
happy.
use, how do you say it?
It
You could
felt,
just
yeah, it felt as if I just found gold or
a
something.
gift, a gift from God. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, made for you.
Yes. Hazel asks, "Are you joining the Owls in April?" So the Owls is like a magical readathon surrounding around like Harry Potter, but you read other books, obviously. Are you
Yeah.
joining?
Well, I've seen I haven't watched them, but I've seen like TBRs from people popping up. And
Mm-hmm.
now that we are at home just a whole lot right now, I never participate in readathons, let alone host them myself. But I am definitely playing with the idea of I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna have a look at how it works and if I am gonna join. I
Yeah.
think it would be fun. So I'm not saying yes if I'm joining them, but I'm definitely thinking about it.
Yeah.
It might be an option.
I'm definitely gonna join because it's a month-long readathon.
Yeah,
So
that. Yeah.
it doesn't really feel like a readathon. I'm just gonna read like I normally do, I think,
Yeah.
but then just choose my TBR based on the prompts and just make it everything feel more special. But I love
Yeah.
that you can choose your
You can choose your path,
career,
right?
and then
Yeah.
based on the career you have prompts. So I'm just gonna choose a career that doesn't have a lot of prompts, so I can still choose other books to read in that
Yeah.
month. But I was like, there's so many cool careers. I think I'm gonna be an astronomer because I
I
always wanted to be an astronomer when I was a kid.
You know
And
what? I was gonna think of like, okay, what would Leonie pick to do? And I was like, astronomy. And then you're like saying
yeah,
that. Oh
yes.
my god. Yeah, but it
I
definitely.
actually
Hmm.
considered studying astronomy for a really long time until I
Oh,
figured out that you have to do a lot of physics for that. And then I was like, nah.
I hate physics. I hate it. But yeah, especially like you said, it's a monthly. It's like
Yeah.
a month long readathon. So the um, how do you say that? The drempel. It's just easy to get into it.
Yeah.
It's yeah. So I'm definitely gonna have a look at it. It's
hmm
intriguing.
Okay, I just missed a lot of
Me
questions.
too.
Um, let me just see.
Maybe let's do two more
People are
questions.
shook about the cutting of the
Yeah,
book.
but I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it.
Who's hosting the Owls? It's Book Roast. That's what her
Oh
channel is
yeah.
called. Yeah.
I don't remember her name, but she's an awesome booktuber though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Alright, I think that's it for the questions. How do
Yes.
I? So.
No one can ask anything anymore. Leave the questions for tonight if you want to ask them.
Yeah. I mean, you can still ask questions. I didn't.
Oh yeah.
No.
Sure, sure. Yes. Oh my
But
god,
yeah,
this was so much fun.
yeah. I think this went really well for our first live stream.
Yeah, me too. Thank the Lord. So happy.
I'm
So happy.
so glad for everyone that's joining us right now.
Yes,
Like
thank you so
it's, I
much.
can't, I can't imagine it. It's like
Leonie, how many people have watched? I don't know.
right now it's 105.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Mhm. Yep.
Thank you guys so much. And also the tweets and the Insta stories. It's literally, I've never had this before. It's making my day. And I'm so happy that I'm
Yeah.
doing this with you, Leonie. It's so much
Mhm.
fun.
I'm so happy as well. Oh, it's so much fun. I'm really glad. I think this was your idea, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I like instead of hanging out, I was like, we could do something else maybe. And I just did a readathon for the first time, so I thought maybe we'd want to do it together. So yeah,
Yeah. I'm so
really,
happy.
it's a success until so far, I think.
Mhm. 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 And we
Leonie.
still have the rest. Yeah. It's like I also do it in my vlogs a lot. It's like a thing that I started doing ironically. Like,
Yeah,
oh, and
I
now
love it.
it's stuck. I
My
can't
boyfriend,
undo it.
I showed a video of you to my boyfriend, and he was like, "She's funny." So that's a really big compliment
Oh,
for my boyfriend because
thank you.
he doesn't watch BookTube. So
That's so nice.
yes.
Okay. So I think we're gonna end this here. I'm gonna try. I'm really curious to see how far I am at the next live show because the next live show
Yeah.
is in 6 hours.
Yeah, 8 o'clock Dutch times. That's 7 p.m. English times. You can say it better than I do. I'm just naming the countries.
I don't know what it was in the USA times, but it's on Twitter and you can look it up. It's basically just 6 hours from now,
Yeah.
wherever you are. I hope that I'm gonna be like at least 100 pages
Okay, my
further.
goal is to be at page 300, so that's 80 more pages.
Yeah, my goal is to also be at page 300. So that is 150 more pages. But I
I'm
don't
just
know because I might also just start listening to the audiobook some more.
That's
And
good.
then I'm also reading, but just not in this one.
Yeah, I'm just a very chill reader, so
That's fine. Okay,
yes.
so see you again in 6 hours. I hope you're all
Yes.
here. I know that it's probably a time that maybe more people from the US can join because it's not
Yes.
like super early in the morning.
Like 6 a.m. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you
Okay.
guys so much.
Bye.
Bye, Leonie.
I think we can still